It's hard to believe it's not schools. It's Carrick. Oh, come on, man. How can you not be buzzing your little tits off after watching that? Ah! That wasn't just a win there, man. Properly smashed, beat up City there. In my wildest dreams, being an optimistic fan largely, I couldn't have expected that. None of us could have expected that. The transformation from what we have been watching to what we watched. Carrick, whatever you managed to do in training this week, it bloody worked. United in and out of possession to a man. That was a completely dominant performance. We gave City the ball, but they did absolutely nothing with it. They could not play through us. Pep Guardiola didn't know what to do. Haaland, yeah, well done, Nicky Butt. Well done, Paul Scholes. I expect the apology to come this week for Lissandro, who played fantastic. Every man played fantastic. The entire team played fantastic. Oh, wow. I couldn't have expected that. My optimistic prediction was a 2-1 win, but I thought it would be United sort of digging in. United in a tough game. City, mate, we just beat City comfortably. Managed the match. We sat in a nice 4-4-2 out of possession. It was compact, but we blitzed on the counter. That first goal that Mbeumo scored, man, was just... it's like peak core memories of my favourite times watching United was that sort of goal. Stay disciplined, stay in shape, but then boom, explode out of it. And City didn't really know what to do. We should have scored in the first half. We should have scored after 2 minutes, and then we had 2 goals written off for offside. You thought, it's going to be one of those games where United get the chances, we create, but ultimately, we lose. That's not one of those days today. And it's good to see the boss himself smiling. Because he's not really had too much to smile about, I'll be completely honest. You know what I'm going to say here before I go into this match? This feeling right now, that's why we will never, ever go away as United fans. Because we know that is a special feeling. Old Trafford would have been monumental to be there today. Anybody who was there, it's like, just occasionally... you feel and you see United wake up. And it reminds you why you're willing to trudge through all the swamp, why you're willing to stay and stay and stay, because at some point that will become a feeling that comes back all too often. Unfortunately for United, it's not often enough right now, but I'm going back to it again there because this has to go back towards Carrick. I didn't expect United to be anywhere near as organised as we were today. I knew the shape. I knew the setup. It was quite clear the change. He made some interesting calls with a starting 11. I'm sure lots of you wouldn't really have wanted to see Dorgu up there, and you probably would have wanted to see Šeško on. Dorgu, fantastic. I don't know who to choose for my man of the match. That's the greatest compliment I can give that team, right? Who would you choose? Bruno Fernandes had an absolute stormer of a performance. So did Casemiro. Mainoo starting in midfield. But having this man back, that goal. Sweeping counter. A lovely touch from Mbeumo. Flanked by Bruno. Ahmad up on the right. Dorgu chasing up 2. 4 on 3. They couldn't stop us. And Donnarumma, of course, jeez, I thought we weren't going to score there today. But a lovely pass from Bruno. And a lovely sweeping finish from the man himself. He has been our biggest goal threat this season. And lo and behold, United are a better team when we've got Mbeumo and Ahmad back in. Imagine that. But I'm giving some serious credit to Dorgu for that performance today. This lad is significantly more comfortable near the opposition's goal than he is Manchester United's. And we just kept a clean sheet there against City. What was their biggest chance? Someone tell me in the chat. What was their biggest chance? I'm not even doing this performatively. I can't really remember a time where did I see Le Mans having to make a big save? Maybe the corner in the first half that Delot and Le Mans ended up getting out together. Apart from that, not really. Not really anything. And as I said, well done to Martinez. And just a reminder to Scholes and Butt, man, like, you're a Academy United, lads. You've gone through it. You've been through the mincer. Don't do it to your own players. Just don't. But what a wonderful feeling that is. Because that wasn't just it wasn't just a smash and grab. I call that a pretty complete victory, if I'm honest. It was 2-0. Let's be completely clear. In that first half, Maguire should have scored after 3 minutes. We had 2 goals ruled out. The Ahmad one was just offside. Bruno was a little bit more clear-cut, but really unlucky on both of those split seconds. Rounded the keeper twice. Could have and should have been way ahead at half-time. But we kept it going for the full 90. It's just not something we're used to. We kept a clean sheet. That's not something we're used to. Defensive shape and discipline from the entire team. I could speak about Kobe and Casemiro in midfield. They were fantastic. In fact, I'm going to speak about everybody because that was one of those performances there today where the entire team stood up as a collective. Casemiro and Kobe were fantastic in the middle. It was like Madrid Casemiro. Dalot was probably the weak point, I would say, if I'm going to choose one. You know what I think about Dalot. Sure, I thought played well. Maguire for his first game back since November. Fantastic. Same with Martinez in the middle of the park. Up front, Bruno and Mbeumo put such a shift in. Ahmad and Dorgu offering real width. I'm not going to say it felt like United because there was an intent from the first whistle. It felt like United because there was aggression. It felt like United because there was pace when it needed to be. It felt like United because we were disciplined when we needed to be. It was just an excellent team performance. And to go from, what we've seen in these last few games, like Darren Fletcher, try as he might, he didn't really have Ahmad and Mbeumo. The quality wasn't quite there. We should have easily won at Burnley with the chances we created, but we had the quality there today. And as I said, I'm repeating that point. It felt like it could have been a repeat of what we've seen early this season when United have chance after chance but don't actually get them and then ultimately end up losing the game. That didn't happen today. Old Trafford was absolutely electric. That, ladies and gents, is just a reminder of what Manchester United is, what we haven't been for a while. That's a big thing that's obviously going to happen here. So many things there today we haven't really seen enough of. The tactics certainly would have helped. The approach would have helped. But the players, and maybe they just understood it better. The occasion itself, it was a wonderful game. Carrick could not have done any more. Those players could not have done any more. They left it all on the pitch, which is something we've all been asking for. So enjoy your weekends, everybody, because United haven't just beaten City there. We have left them battered and bruised. That was a dominant Derby win, and I loved it.